Hello everybody, welcome to an absolute thriller we've got for you today, the official cast of the Blood Bowl 2025 World Championships Group N. We've got Mentos with the Wood Elves, Jinifix with the Lizard Men. Jinifix won the toss, chose to kick. Normally I hate kicking, but I think with Lizards against Wood Elves, obviously you're terrified of them sacking the ball, so having a whole half to deal with that, by killing their dancer if you're lucky, or pressure on their offense, right? Like, you've got so much strength. The stats are stupidly skewed towards Wood Elves and NAF style, but of course most people who play Blood Bowl aren't very good. So once people aren't, are competent, it gets a lot harder for the Wood Elves. So it's actually not that easy a game for Wood Elves, but I think this is one of the rare occasions where kicking is acceptable. And as you can see now, you can see what they've got to play for. It's all to play for here between Mentos and Jinifix. Actually, it was, right? It was. At the start of the round, they were both on 1 point, and Toskai and Andrew were both on 4. So if one of them wins and scores a couple of touchdowns, and then Andrew or Toskai had lost, they might have got through actually, right? So I probably should have saved the table after week 2 to show you here instead, but it wasn't that clever. I'll think of it next year. But yeah, so as it was, so they were both trying really hard, right? This was played at the same time as Toskai versus Andre, and it just worked out to be irrelevant. But for them, this meant a lot. So and then probably got to maybe score 2, right? Maybe 2 or 3. So they both had to actually do quite a lot to win here. So that might explain how they play. We'll find out. The Wood Elves could just go for a quick score, couldn't they? I wouldn't hate going for the quick score here as Wood Elves. And then quick score back with Lizards as well, right? So well, I can tell you, says Asti, that all of my takes will be perfectly accurate because they all were in Blood Bowl 2020. All of my snap calls were completely true for the entirety of the edition. Before it came out, right? Everything that was said in my leaks videos. No, there was no erratas. Everything I said in the leaks videos was true for the entirety of Blood Bowl 2020. You forgot the ball. It wasn't hard. Obviously, I said stuff like Swarming is insanely broken and Underworld are the best team in NAF style, obviously. And then TOs made them tier 3 because they weren't very good at Blood Bowl, I guess. And I said stuff like Dwarves will dominate redraft, which they would have done if there was anywhere that had redraft. So they haven't, it hasn't been that long for them to dominate redraft, but I'm sure you'd find they would have done. It's the only thing that can defeat the Amazon Menace. And there you go. And obviously Sneaky Git Dirty Player was insanely broken. Just have to look at that rule and you're like, oh my god, this is insane. So yeah, they do both need to score high in this game, yeah. Well, if Toskai loses, right, what they want to do, they want to hope that Toskai beats Andre, then they don't have to score high. Yeah, so this is, here, look, I'll show you the table. We can miss what's happening on the pitch, doesn't matter. See, Andre only scored 2, right? So I think he drew, did they draw 0-0, Toskai and Andre? But he's only scored 2. So if you score 2 touchdowns and win, you've got a chance if Andre loses. But the thing is, Andre's the world champ. So you can't think he's going to lose, can you? So, there's a chance you've got to beat Toskai, not just beat Andre. It's actually much easier to beat Andre. You've got to hope that Toskai beats Andre, and then you've got to win 2-1, yeah. But you could win by more than 2-1 to have a chance of beating Toskai. So I think the Wood Elves should have scored fast. Just try and score in 2 turns. And then just leap into the cage and try and turn over the Lizards, right? And just try and score 3 then. So if you score quickly, then turn them over, you scored 2, haven't you? Then they score back. And then you score on your drive and then you're 3-1 up. and then they score back and it's 3-2, and that's fine. So I definitely think the Wood Elves should have been trying a 2-turn quick score. Oh, he's made a Kaz. Base the ball. Hooked up. Base, base, base. Oh, and while I think Sneaky Git is really overpowered, Sneaky Git on a skink isn't very good, is it? Without DP, it's a bit naff. But he gets a KO. Would have been a Kaz just quietly. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the base there, but draws the blitz. Gets a skink killed. No, it doesn't. He hands off to score. Yeah, so he scores in 3. No, I'd never take Sneaky Git in the new edition, no. Never, ever, ever. Useless skill. A gunpoint, yeah, okay. If someone gave me £100 to take it, I'd take it, yeah. Yeah. Gotta say, you know, I've played games of Blood Bowl 1 for £100 before. So if somebody gave me £100 to take Sneaky Git, I would. But yes, I mean, it would take bribery or, you know, temporary insanity. Nah, Sneaky Git skink's a terrible idea. It takes block off one of your Saurus. You shouldn't do it. Hello, Kalon the Turd. Do you know what? It's one of those where technically, maybe, but also, if you fail the handoff, you know, it's probably like a don't care, because if I fail this, I just lose, and I'm probably lost anyway, right? Like I'm gonna have to win 3 touchdowns, and even if I do, I might not be able to get qualified anyway. So it's probably they're both like a bit on tilt before the game started, right? They're probably both a bit tilting before the game's already started, and it was probably just like you know, quick is rubbish, lone is rubbish, Sneaky Git is rubbish. So yeah, I think they probably just don't care at all. Hello, Mrs. Fez. Block on Crocs is good, but the problem with Block on Crocs is you never get to take blocks on a Crocs in NAF style, right? Because they're never tiered that badly. I am a little bit on tilt before my match, Plo. Yeah, it's hard, right? Like, first of all, the result is out of my hands completely, because if Fast Skill wins, I'm out anyway. And then if I draw, I'm out. Probably. And then I've got to beat Lizardmen, so beating Lizardmen is really, 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 really hard. It's really hard to beat Lizardmen as Necro. So yeah, I'm a little bit tilted before it's even started. Absolutely, it's going to be really hard game. That doesn't win, Plo. I played Strider and cast all of his players. Didn't make me win. It's going to be difficult. Black Orcs in the new edition, I don't know, more of the same, innit? Who cares? Was that Art's response? I couldn't give a monkey's fart about Black Orcs. I imagine that was his answer. Yeah, slight stocks up, yeah. Yeah. So he's just trying to get this done right. He's just trying to win 2-1 Jinifix. He's got the ball. He's got plenty of time. He doesn't want to get sacked by a dancer. He's still trying to win, obviously, but he doesn't want to go 2-0 down, which is like, you know, that's why the Woody scored early, right? Try and go 2-0 up. Viable. No. I mean, it depends on your definition of viable, doesn't it? But and it depends what format, right? There's league and there's NAF style. NAF style, anything can be viable because, you know, there could be like this, the rule set that they had last year for Arena, right? So anything can be viable in NAF style. For leagues, they do benefit from the MVP rule a lot, don't they? They'll only ever get MVPs on the Troll or the Black Orcs. So that's a real good change for them. Do they get 3 SPP for Kaz as well? I feel like they do. I feel like they should do, rather. Did they get 3 SPPs for Kaz? Yeah. So that's pretty good, isn't it? Better leveling. He's in a pickle here, isn't he, Jinifix? Oh my god, a very big pickle. So we can 2-dice, well, yeah, we can 2-dice the ball here, right? Can't we player there, power him to there, and then you just walk in? Yeah. That's got to be the play. Oh, I don't like this. I think the play is to, oh well. Wait, he didn't take the block because he rooted. Well, I much preferred blocking him, powering him, and then 2-dicing the ball with strip, and then trying to win. Just try to win, right? Oh, I'm really scared of the Board of Ethics, honestly. I'm terrified of the Board of Ethics. Please, Mrs. Fez, don't exert the power you wield by no, yeah. Well. The Board of Ethics. It's funny, isn't it? I get that there's like, you know, I get that there's things, right? I get that there's things. But also, it's funny to laugh at, isn't it? Now you can leap to surf it, can't you? Which seems a pretty good idea. You could leap there, and then fill there, and then dodge blitz this and surf him. Or at least going for that, aren't we? Aren't we, Mentos? Aren't we Mentos? No, we're not. Right, he failed the leap anyway. I really just prefer jumping in and then dodging. And you've got 3 players left to respond. Not loving the timid play from the Wood Elves, but again, right? Maybe he's crestfallen, dejected, not giving 110%. Maybe Mentos is. Wait, no, that's Mentos. Maybe Jinifix is like thinking to himself, you know, we can do this, get 3 touchdowns, I can qualify. And maybe Mentos is like, oh God, I've lost. You know, you just don't know, do you? You don't know what the mentality of the people are. That seemed a bit too timid on defence. I get he's lost a bunch of players and stuff, but against lizards, right, you've got to get a bit rowdy and roll the dice against them. Nothing's downcosted by random. Insane Hog. Insane Hog's a very funny name. But nothing gets downcosted by random, making randoms essentially pointless. See, he should have done the Justicium thing here, right? These two guys should have been there and there. And then this guy could have come there and he'd have had a big grid. I really like this big grid around the ball. Justicium grid, honestly, that's been my takeaway from the World Championships. As much as I said that it was Ed Lover who's impressed me the most, it's Justicium's grid. It's my takeaway from the World Championships, honestly. Every time you tune here, you hear about the grid, yeah. Well, I think it's a good formation, honest. Like, it's an extension of like having connected players and stuff, right? You just connect them and form a grid. Insane Hog is a very good name, yeah. Randoms have a place. Their place is in like a league where you're about to play Elyod. So you random, so you've got a skill against him. You know? Things like that. But it's very rare. Like, it's literally very rare. Actually, you will take dead players on a Apo more now, won't you? Because injured, you've got to sack them after you've bought players. So you're actively going to choose dead players with the Apo more now, which is quite funny. Slight buff to Necro. Because they sure needed a slight buff, didn't they? Oh, there's a cast. Gets the ball, but the stripper is ready and waiting. Break tackle's good for orcs, isn't it? Break tackle orcs, so pretty strong. Oh my god, that's a brutal dub skull. Oh my goodness. Apple's the KO. So you can come in the back and put it out the front, or you can come in here and put it out there, or you can... Which way is it going to go? He's just going to go... The problem with this is, it's hard to do. I would have gone from either of these. I would have gone from one of these two. I would have gone from one of these two squares rather than one of these two. Because like there's a Croxigore here. It's not easy, is it? Whereas if that had been out there, and all of a sudden you've got more players. He hasn't got many players actually. To be fair, he ain't got many players, has he? Errata. If you did it from the back, hey, you'd have had a player right there to pick it up and lob it.
Bullshit. You can be mine.
Keat, my hero. My Irish-Scottish hero. Keat. Thanks for the raid. Glorious game here. We've got a thrilling spectacle on our hands here. Lizards versus Woodies. Lizards have had their ball hit, but they've got it back. And still alive for a minute. It's quite far away from the dancer, isn't it? But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, rush. You can still hit it. This dancer can still get it. He's just got to go past the Crocs twice. I could jump over, couldn't he? No, not really. He could jump here on a 2. That's what he should have done, right? So, pro tip for you here. You do the dodge first, see if you pop dodge. Which he did. So now he knows he doesn't have dodge anymore, right? Now he knows he doesn't have dodge. So now he can just use leap on a blank square. On a 2+, can't he? Can you leap over blank squares if you've got leap? Or does it have to be an occupied? Does it have to be occupied? I know, like, if there's a down player you could jump over. Is it right, wait. What's yes? If it was jump, he had to have a player there, but can leap jump over an empty square? Leap over any square. Oh yeah, leap still. No, it's 2 because there's no tackle zones. There's no tackle zones. So it leaps at 2. So the leap is a 2, but the dodge is a 3. So the correct player here is a 2+ leap. So there you go. Clever Jim finding a tiny optimization. But he just did the dodge. Which is fair enough, right? Heat of battle, I'd have probably done the same. Gets the strip. He's got the thrower. No one to really pass it to. Oh, I couldn't reach anyway. Should have just stood this guy up, right, and moved him first. Oh, he's dodging. I'd want him as a scoring threat. I'd want this guy as a scoring threat here. What is it, Clever Jim? It makes me sound like a serial killer. Well, I'm not a serial killer. That's Keitha Bix and Steve Motti and Ben Bo Baggins and Kalon the Turd, isn't it? I couldn't cast to save my life, it's true. I'm the worst. Oh dear, PC. Anyway, there we go. Rolled all the dice, got the ball, got the score. Jinifix goes 2-1 up. And that's great for him, isn't it? Now it means Mentos will score back in 2, and then Jinifix can score in 2, and they can just keep trading 2-turn touchdowns. That's what they should have both been doing from the start. But neither of them should have played defense, right? Honestly, the Lizards should have just set up in the corner and just let the Woodies score in 2. And then the Woody should have set up in the corner and let the Lizards score in 2. Do that for a half, so it's 4-4, and then they can start playing in the second half. That's basically what Hancock and I did, right, in Aero BB, and we didn't have to collude, right? It was just the common sense thing to do, was to not stop your opponent scoring, because you've got L's and you can just get back in 2 and score more touchdowns, get more SPP. In this case, you're both getting more touchdowns for, which is the tie break. So it's just like the natural thing. It's literally not even colluding. It's like game theory, isn't it? It's the best thing for both of you to do. So that's what you do. But failing the pickup there was a very poor decision. Because now the ball is in a full cage. Flip me. Absolutely brutal. Yes, I'm a bit like the same, PC. Lots of people seem to not appreciate me taking the piss, but I just can't help it. I just can't help it. They seem to think I'm being serious when I'm just like, to me, it's obvious that I'm taking the piss, and I don't know how it couldn't be obvious that I'm not taking the piss. But then some people that I'm taking the piss, but then some people just think, oh, he's a dickhead, isn't he? And it's like, no, God, can't you just understand? Somebody sent me a message when I started streaming, and then like they were like, oh God, all these years I thought you were an absolute arsehole. But it turns out now that you're streaming, I can tell that it's all jokes. And it's like, I just wanted to say, how fucking stupid were you? You know, you just thought I was a psycho. It is hard to study here, but he was English as well. Like, to be fair, do you know what's interesting is there's lots of well, hey, Kalon the hugger, There's a lot of like, you know, I just noticed because you study DK, right? There's a lot of people whose like second language is English, isn't there? And like they could not pick up on things, and you never really think about that because they all speak better English than the English. so that's a hard thing to remember. Sometimes they all type and speak English better than the English do. Speak of the devil, here's Dimmy G. Perfect example. Hello, Dimmy. Way banter. Perfect timing from the Dimster. Oh dear. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? But I can get you not getting subtleties and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like if that's completely fair, but that's completely fair. You just don't think about it, man. Like somebody was saying something. It's like it just never clicks. It just never clicks that, like, you know, the people who write perfect English all the time aren't actually English. Do you know what was funny? When I was in Germany and there were little kids speaking German, and I thought, oh my god, aren't these kids clever? They can all speak German. And then I realised, oh yeah, of course, I'm in Germany. Yeah, that was nice, wasn't it? That was nice from the Woodies. There you go. Nice, thoughtful Jim. Indeed, Keith. That was good, wasn't it? Thoughtful Jim. Thoughtful Jim. To be fair, I thought this is... It's one where I didn't know if you guys would take offence, and I thought, let me just ask. And then, like, I didn't think you would, right? I thought you'd laugh, but then I don't know if it's a thing that I shouldn't have done. So yeah, ask. There we go. I mean, I still did it though, right? Still made the image first. Oh dear. Yeah, it was a good recovery. It was a good recovery from Mentos. Really unlucky, obviously, failing the pickup when going in the crowd and getting the perfect scatter. But oh my goodness. Not his recovery wasn't as good as Jinifix's recovery, because he stuns the dancer and catches the scatter. Oh dear. Well, there we go. Oh, he doesn't score? Yeah, I guess he doesn't have to, does he? I would have scored. Who cares, right? You 3-1. Like, it's not worth. It's literally not worth scoring here, right? It's stalling. Just score, because you go 3-1 up. Okay, technically there's a chance he could maybe one turn and then get a blitz and stuff, but ultimately there's a chance he stops you scoring now, right? And you care about the touchdowns for at this time, at this moment in time, when you don't know the results of the other games. You need this touchdown desperately. You actually don't need the win. Like, you need the win equal to how much you need the touchdowns, right? So you absolutely had to score there, Jinifix. It might have done. Oh yeah, it might have done. Yeah, it might have done. Shit. Errata. No, I don't think it will have done, because somebody had to win between Andre and Toskai, didn't they? But anyway, Anyway, maybe I'm wrong. I don't care. I'll just pretend I'm right. That's what other people do. Let's just pretend I'm right. Whatever happens. Yes. Well, I mean, they knew that somebody had to win in the other game, right? They knew that somebody had to win in the other game, and then they could have worked out the permutations of whether they needed a 3-2 or a 3-1. But you can't expect me to do that. I'm only talking about it. Oh, do you know what? I got the thing ready before the game started. So Jinifix was the playing qualifier, German from AWBBL, and Mentos was Poland, qualified through Direct Blood and Tears League. Right, sorry about all that. It's a bit, I have had a bit of fun today, funnily enough. I started off in a terrible mood, but actually these games being completely pointless has cheered me up a bit. So Andri and Torsky drew 1-1. So they didn't know, obviously, what the result was when they started. So they had Torsky on 3-2. And Torsky has to lose, which puts him on 3-3, right? And then Jinifix won 3-1, which puts him on 4-3. 4-4 would still be ahead of Torsky, though. Yeah, Torsky would be on 4-4 if he lost 2-1, wouldn't he? So they'd be equal then on a 3-2. So, yeah, actually the 3-1 was better, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, well in that case, well done, Jinifix. You clever sod. But, yeah, no, it was probably right to do that. Because it wasn't easy to hit the ball, was it? Yeah. That was kind of a cool game, wasn't it? Because the fact of like the situations, the way the situations were between the things of what they had to do. But that's how it ended anyway. If Andri had lost, Jinifix would have qualified. But he didn't. Oh no, Torsky, yeah, Torsky could have lost like 1-0 or something, right? So, and if Torsky had lost 2-1, Jinifix would have qualified. So. Probably Jinifix would have qualified whoever lost there. So Mentos, who knows, right? Like he got some bad dice. Maybe he wasn't mentally in it because it seems like Jinifix was because he did the business, didn't he? But unfortunately for Jinifix and Mentos, Torsky and Andri had a boring 1-1 draw that we watched the boring 1-1 draw where nothing happened live and missed this absolute thriller of a Lizard Man Wood Elf game. But never mind, you can't know beforehand which game's going to be amazing, can you? I should have worked it out though, right? That they're the ones that had things to play for. But never mind. Next year I'll be better. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.